안녕하세요, hello and welcome to the Jeju SK English channel. I just want to quickly say I've had one of the most unbelievable experiences lately. The website you see now is Headline Jeju, one of Jeju Island's largest online news outlets. There is a whole article about me, and it basically just outlines and details the fact that I'm making Jeju content and how a man from the UK has basically just fallen in love with the Korean club. But I am absolutely amazed and just lost for words. And a huge shout out here, and I do apologize if I butcher your name, but Ham Kwang-rol. Once again, I'm not Korean. My Korean pronunciation isn't great, but thank you to this man at the bottom for giving his time out to interview me and get to know me more and understand why I've fallen in love with Jeju. I will leave a link to the article below. Please give Ham Kwang-rol all the credit because he is truly incredible. Now let's get on with the video. So, this video was meant to be the match preview between Jeju SK and FC Seoul. However, due to some audio issues, it has now turned out to be the match review for Jeju's 2-1 home defeat to FC Seoul. 안녕하세요, hello and welcome to the match review for Jeju SK's narrow home defeat to FC Seoul. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. This is how the Tangerines lined up. Shin Sang-eun is dropped in favour of Gittis, who got his home debut after his suspension. Jang Min-kyu and Oh Jae-hyuk replaced the unavailable Lee Chang-min and Italo. FC Seoul named a heavily rotated side with 6 changes from their round 1 win over Incheon. The first highlight fell to the Islanders, with Yoon Soo going direct with a throw-in. Jeju's new target man won the header. The loose ball was headed away by Hwang Do-yoon. The header fell into the stride of Oh Jae-hyuk, who struck the volley, which went just wide. A very positive start for the Tangerines. After a few half chances from both teams, the next big chance fell to the visitors. Choi Jun received the ball on the far side. The ball was into Lee Sung-mo, who played a lovely first time through ball to split Jeju's defense. Jong Sung-won gained possession of the ball and played a first time cross. Klimala took a heavy touch but recovered well, however his shot was saved by Kim Dong-jun. The resulting corner was taken by Sung-won. Yazan rose highest to win the header. The ball bounced off the thigh of Gittis and Klimala hit the ball, which grazed past the post of the rooted Kim Dong-jun. The final big chance of the half went to the hosts as Celestine won an uncontested header. Gittis used his chest to cushion the ball. Jang Min-kyu played a lovely half volley over the Seoul backline. Kwon Chang-hoon snuck round the back of Yazan to go through on goal. However, Park Soo-il applied great pressure and the shot trickled wide. The away side sprung out the blocks at the start of the second half. A cross into the box found Anderson, who cut inside to take the shot. FC Seoul were appealing for a handball, but the referee was not interested. The ball was eventually cleared, and with Seoul committing bodies forward, Jeju had the chance to counter. Nam Tae-hee picked up the pass from Negeba. Negeba followed up with the overlap and received the ball, creating a 3v3 situation. The Brazilian opted to shoot early, but the ball rolled very kindly to Gu Sung-yoon. Celestine's trip on Klimala gifted a free kick to the visitors in the 53rd minute. The ball ricocheted off Lee Sung-mo's head, which went to Anderson. Choi Jun. Hwang Do-yoon's first time pass into Klimala, whose shot cannoned off the post, deflecting off an unknowing Ross and into the back of the net for the first goal of the game. Jeju looked for a quick response. A lofted ball went over everyone into the path of Negeba into the box. Negeba shielded the ball from Choi Jun and then found himself in an incredible position. But instead of shooting, he took an extra touch and laid it off to Kim Rung-song. But Yazan read the play well and cleared for a corner to the hosts. Another opportunity squandered for Jeju. The highlights video posted by the K League did not show much of this play, but Gittis won his header, which fell to Nam Tae-hee. The experienced attacker went for a volley under pressure, which sailed over the bar, leaving a sour taste for the Tangerines. A huge chance for Seoul to double their lead in the 82nd minute, as Anderson had possession on the far side. A ball into the feet of the substitute Song Min-kyu. The Korean held the ball up well as Anderson continued his run into the box, forcing a great save by Kim Dong-jun at his near post. Kim Rung-song was alert and played a quick throw-in in the 88th minute, catching FC Seoul off guard as Shin Sang-eun from the far side came across the pitch to win the ball ahead of Yazan. Gitis claimed it with acres of space on the far side. The under-22 debutant Choi Byung-wook drove into that space, took the shot under the keeper and into the back of the net to tie it all up. However, Jeju's goal sparked a bit of life into Seoul as Song Min-kyu received the ball from Anderson's header. A mazy run through Jeju's defense. The loose ball was an attempted clearance from Celestine, but it hit Lee Seung-mo, which Cho Young-wook capitalized on and played a ball low into the box, which Jong Seung-won hit first time from 6 yards out, but Kim Rung-song saved the day for Jeju as his goal line block went over the bar for a corner, to the disbelief of all Seoul players and fans. With mere minutes remaining, Yazan's through ball was met by Anderson, who spun his man on the turn. The Brazilian played a wall pass with Song Min-kyu. The cross was intended to be in the mix. However, it was overhit, which Jong Seung-won done brilliantly to keep in play. Choi Jun offered support to Seung-won and the defender crossed deep into the back post. Kim Dong-jun was in no man's land as he ran past his near post, watching Song Min-kyu's header, which bounced on the floor to Lee Seung-mo and saw FC Seoul take all 3 points. So this is the reality. FC Seoul were simply the better team quality-wise. Jeju had some great chances, but once again lacked any real threat. They gave us chance where he chose to pass instead of shoot. Small moments like that can have a huge impact at the end of the season. I mentioned it briefly after the Anyang match. Jeju needed to be a little bit more clinical, and if anything, they took a step back in this game. So here is my proposition to Sergio Costa. The last 3 games has seen him deploy a 4-4-2 formation. However, I think he needs to drop that system. I believe Gitis needs to be the target man and the sole striker up top, needing to push Ngeba and Kwon Chang-hun further forward and then have Nam Tae-hee play centrally behind the Lithuanian. I will shamelessly admit that I will be sending this to Sergio Costa directly, and hopefully we will see if he picks up on it. And in tougher games, especially against Ulsan, where most likely we will be on the back foot for most of the match, we have the capability to play a 3-4-3 in attack, which can transition to a 5-2-3 in defense, as Jang Min-kyu can slot in the center of the back 3, allowing more freedom to Celestine, who has potential to be aggressive with forward runs and attempted through balls. Also, when Italo and Lee Jae-min are back available again, they will slot in and replace Oh Jae-hyuk and Jang Min-kyu respectively. Another criticism is our lack of focus. We paid the price for it against Anyang. We scored late and then conceded afterwards, and the same happened again today. We equalized in the 89th minute, and full credit to Choi Byung-wook. I am delighted for him, but after we scored, Seoul had the killer edge to CK winner, and we dropped our focus and ultimately conceded in the 93rd minute to lose the game. Now that is all said and done, our focus will hopefully shift to our next game, where we host the only team other than FC Seoul in the K League with a 100% record so far, Ulsan HD. I look forward to seeing you all in my next video, where I analyze Ulsan HD and see if the boys in Tangerine can cause an upset on the island. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.